The legend of King Arthur. Sword, fate, and the fall of Camelot. Hook. 0. In an age of mist, of war, and forgotten magic, a legend was born. A story that would echo through centuries. This is the legend of King Arthur, the Age of Chaos. Long ago, after the Romans left Britain, the land fell into darkness. Kings rose and fell just as quickly. Wars spread like wildfire, and the people were left to suffer. It felt as if fate itself had abandoned the land. But hidden within the chaos, something greater was beginning. A story that would change everything. The Secret Birth. At Tintagel Castle lived a powerful Duke, Gorlois of Cornwall, and by his side his wife Igraine. She was known across the land for her beauty, and one day she caught the eye of the High King of Britain, Uther Pendragon. From that moment on he was consumed, but Igraine was married, and no force in the world could bring them together, except one, magic. So Uther turned to the most feared and mysterious figure in the land, Merlin, a wizard who could see beyond time itself. Merlin knew the truth. Their union would bring forth a great king, but magic always comes with a price. He asked for the child. Uther agreed. That night, a storm raged over Tintagel. Thunder shook the walls, and under Merlin's spell, Uther took on the form of Gorlois. He entered the castle unseen, and that very night a child was conceived. At the same time, the real Gorlois fell in battle. Fate had already begun its work. When the child was born, Merlin took him away. His identity had to remain a secret. The boy was given to a noble knight, Sir Ector, and there he grew up. As a simple boy, his name was Arthur. The sword in the stone. Years passed. King Uther died. And once again, Britain fell into chaos. No one could claim the throne. Until one day, something appeared. In the heart of London, a stone. And within it, a sword. Inscribed with these words, "Whoever pulls this sword from the stone is the rightful king of Britain." Many tried. The strongest knights, the proudest lords, the greatest warriors, but none could move it. Until a young boy stepped forward, Arthur. He wasn't trying to become king. He was simply looking for a sword. He placed his hand on the hilt and pulled. Effortlessly, the sword came free. Silence fell, then disbelief. They made him do it again, and again. Only he could do it. In that moment, a king was revealed. Thrice of Camelot. Arthur was not accepted easily. Many rebelled against him. They saw only a boy, not a king. But Arthur proved them wrong, not through fear, but through justice, through wisdom, through strength. He united the land and built a kingdom unlike any before. Camelot, not just a castle, a symbol of honor, of fairness, of hope. At its heart stood the Round Table, a table with no head, no hierarchy, no first and no last, only equals. And so was born the Brotherhood of Legends, the Knights of the Round Table. Among them were the greatest warriors of their time. Sir Lancelot, unmatched in combat. Sir Gawain, loyal and fearless. Sir Percival, pure of heart. And Sir Galahad, the most noble of them all. They fought darkness, protected the weak, and became legends. But even in greatness, the seeds of tragedy were growing. Excalibur. Though Arthur had drawn the sword from the stone, his true weapon was yet to come. Excalibur, a blade of legend, gifted to him by the Lady of the Lake. From the still waters, a hand emerged, holding the sword, shining like starlight. Excalibur was more than a weapon. It was power, it was destiny, it was magic itself. And as long as Arthur wielded it, his kingdom stood strong. Love and betrayal. Arthur married Queen Guinevere. She became the heart of Camelot. But even the greatest kingdoms can fall from within. Lancelot, Arthur's most trusted knight, and Guinevere fell in love. It was forbidden, dangerous, and unstoppable. When the truth was revealed, Camelot began to fracture. The knights turned against each other. Trust was shattered, and the dream began to fall apart. Holy Grail. As the kingdom weakened, a new quest emerged, the search for the Holy Grail, a sacred relic, said to hold divine power. The knights set out, one by one, But this was no ordinary journey. Only the pure could succeed. Many were lost. Many never returned. Only Galahad reached the Grail. But the cost was devastating. Camelot lost its greatest heroes and grew weaker still. Mordred the Shadow, but the greatest threat came from within. Mordred, in some tales, Arthur's own son, raised in darkness, consumed by hatred, waiting. And when Camelot was at its weakest, he struck. He seized the throne and declared himself king. Arthur returned for one final battle. The final battle. At Camelot Field, fate was decided. Mist covered the ground, armies stood in silence, and among them, a father and a son. The battle was brutal, relentless. Men fell one after another, until only two remained, Arthur and Mordred. They charged one final time. A fatal blow, but Arthur, with his last strength, struck back. Both fell. Final journey. Mortally wounded, Arthur was carried from the battlefield. Only one knight remained, Sir Bedivere. Arthur gave him one final command: return Excalibur to the lake. Twice Bedivere hesitated, unable to let go, but in the end he obeyed. The sword sank into the water, and once again a hand rose from the depths and took it. Arthur knew his time had come. A boat appeared, silent, waiting. They stood within it. They carried him away to Avalon. The legend lives. They say Arthur did not die. They say he sleeps, and when Britain needs him again, he will return. Final, even now in the mist of ancient lands, his story is told. A king who was more than a man, a dream stronger than time, the legend of Camelot.